This is homework 45, solving systems of equations by substitution, day 2. So, solving by substitution, we can see both of these are set equal to y, so if they're set equal to y, we can set them equal to each other. So I'm going to say negative 2x minus 5 equals negative 5x minus 11. We'll solve this for x by getting our x's on the left side. If we're getting our x's on the left side, then we need to get our constants on the right side. Negative 2x plus 5x makes 3x, and negative 11 plus 5 makes negative 6. Divide by 3, and x equals negative 2. Then we'll take it and substitute it into either equation. I'll just do it into this top one. So y equals negative 2 times x minus 5, and we're substituting in a negative 2. So negative 2 times negative 2 makes 4. 4 plus 5 makes 9. So our point where the lines intersect is negative 2, 9. Our next problem, this is solve for y, so we're going to substitute in our value of y into this second equation. So we'll say 4x minus 2 times y equals 6, and we're substituting in negative 4x plus 9. So when we distribute, we'll get 4x plus 8x minus 18 equals 6. We'll combine our like terms and add 18 to both sides. So that makes 12x, and 6 and 18 make 24. Divide by 12, and x equals 2. And then we can substitute this back into this first equation. Y equals negative 4 times 2, that's our value of x, plus 9. Negative 4 and 2 make negative 8, plus 9. So y is 1. So our point is 2, 1. Problem 3. This is solved for y as well, so we're going to substitute this in for y in our other equation. So 3x minus y equals negative 13. Substituting in negative 5x minus 11. Now this negative 1 out in front means we need to distribute it. So we go 3x plus 5x, and negative 1 times negative 11 makes a positive 11. So again, we want to combine our like terms, and we want to move that 11 over the other side. So 3x and 5x makes 8x. We move the 11 over, so 8x equals negative 24. Divide by 8, and so x equals negative 3. If x is negative 3, we can substitute that back into that first equation for x. So y equals negative 5 times x minus 11, and we're substituting in a negative 3. Negative 5 and negative 3 make positive 15. 15 minus 11 is 4. So y is 4, so our point is negative 3, 4. Problem 4 is solve for y. So we're going to substitute that in for y here. So we're going to say negative 2x plus 4 times y equals 6. We're going to substitute in a negative 6x minus 18. Distribute negative 2x minus 24x, and 4 times 18, well, 4 times 10 is 40, 4 times 8 is 32, so that makes negative 72 equals 6. We want to combine these, and we want to add 72 to both sides. So that makes negative 2x and negative 24x makes negative 26x, and 6 and 72 makes 78. And let's divide this by negative 26, negative 26. And so x equals negative 3, because 78 divided by negative 26 is 3, or negative 3. Now we're substituting that into this other equation for x. Y equals negative 6 times x minus 18. Substituting in a negative 3. So negative 6 and negative 3 make positive 18, minus 18 equals 0. That's fine that y equals 0, so our point of intersection is negative 3, 0. So that's on the x-axis. Next problem. Neither of these is solved for any of the variables, so I'm going to take this top equation, and it only takes one step to solve this for x. X plus 2y equals 11. If I subtract 2y from both sides, we get x equals negative 2y plus 11. So there's what x is equal to. So now I'm going to substitute that in for x in my other equation. So I'm going to say negative 4 times x plus 3y equals 11. And we're substituting in a negative 2y plus 11. We need to distribute our negative 4, so this makes 8y minus 44 plus 3y equals 11. We're going to combine our like terms. We're going to move the 44 over to the other side. So 8y and 3y make 11y, and 44 and 11 make 55. We'll divide by 11, and y equals 5. So then we're going to take that value of y and plug it into our other equation here. So x equals negative 2 times y plus 11. We said y was 5. So x equals negative 10 plus 11. So x equals 1. So that's the 0.15. Problem 6. It looks like we can solve this bottom equation by just adding 8x to both sides. So we get y equals 8x plus 24. So our y value is 8x plus 24, so we're going to substitute that in for y in the other equation. So we've got 7x minus y equals negative 21, and we're substituting in an 8x plus 24. We're going to distribute our negative 1, 7x minus 8x minus 24 equals negative 21. 7x minus 8x are going to combine. We're going to add 24 to both sides. So 7x minus 8x makes negative 1x. And negative 21 plus 24 makes positive 3. So that means x equals negative 3. And we're going to substitute this in for x right here. So y equals 8 times x plus 24. Substitute in our negative 3. Y equals negative 24 plus 24, and so y equals 0. That's fine. The point is negative 3, 0. Problem 7. Only takes one step to solve this for y, right? If I say we're going to add y to both sides, then x equals y plus 2. So we're going to take that and substitute it in for x here. So we've got negative 2x. Oops. We've got negative 2 times x plus 2y equals negative 4. We're substituting in our value of x, which is y plus 2. We need to distribute. Negative 2y minus 4 plus 2y equals negative 4. And what happens here? Negative 2y and negative 2y, or negative 2y plus 2y, those are going to combine to make 0, right? And we're going to add 4 to both sides. So we're going to get 0 equals 0. Does that make sense? Yeah, 0 does equal 0. So if we get something that makes sense, then we know that our solution is all real numbers, our solutions, because we've actually got the same line twice. Let me prove this to you. Let's take this equation here. Negative 2x plus 2y equals negative 4. And let's solve this for y and see what we get. So we'd add 2x to both sides. So we get 2y equals 2x minus 4. We'll divide by 2. And we get y equals x minus 2. Right? So that was that top equation, right? And now let's take this bottom equation, I'll erase some of this stuff. Take the bottom equation, and if we solve this for x, we're going to get the same or solve this for y, we get the same answer. So we'll subtract x from both sides. Negative y equals negative x plus 2. So what do? Divide by negative 1. And we get y equals positive x minus 2. The same thing. So because these both are actually the same equation, that's why they're two lines on top of each other. Y-intercept of negative 2, slope of 1 over 1, and both the lines are right on top of each other. Alright, our last one for this section, 10. So we can take this top equation, 4x minus y equals negative 4, solve this for y. If we add y to both sides, and we add 4 to both sides, we'll get y equals 4x plus 4, right? Or that's the same as, writing it y equals 4x plus 4 the other way. It means the exact same. No difference. So what does y equal? It equals 4x plus 4. So we'll substitute that into the other equation. Negative 12x plus 3 times y equals negative 3. Substituting in a 4x plus 4 for y, need to distribute. Negative 12x plus 12x plus 12 equals negative 3. Well, negative 12x and positive 12x are going to cancel each other out, so we're left with 12 equals negative 3. Does that make sense? No, 12 does not equal negative 3. So if we get something like this that doesn't make sense, then we know that we have parallel lines, so we have no solutions. Okay, now I'll prove that to you here. We can prove that to you by taking our equations and solving them for y, and if we have no solutions, that means we've got parallel lines, so we should have same slope with different y-intercepts is what we're looking for here. So 4x minus y equals negative 4, subtract 4x, subtract 4x, negative y equals negative 4x minus 4, divide everything by negative 1, so y equals 4x plus 4, and I'll bet you that this second equation is going to have a slope of 4, just like this one. So we'll add 12x to both sides. 3y equals 12x minus 3, divide by 3, y equals 4x minus 1. See how they have the same slope as 4? Slope is 4. This one has a y-intercept of negative 1. This one has a y-intercept of 4. So it would be, negative 1 up 4 over 1, line like this. And the other equation has a y-intercept of 4 up 4 over 1. Parallel lines. Alright, word problems here. You are selling tickets for a high school concert. Student tickets cost $4 and general admission tickets cost $6. You sell 450 tickets and collect $2,340. How many of each type of tickets did you sell? So we're going to say, how about general admission we'll say is X, and oh wait a minute, how about, okay, so student tickets are 4. Student tickets are $4, and we're going to say student tickets are X. And general admission tickets are $6, and we're going to say general admission is Y. Okay, so student tickets X, general admission Y. So we do X plus Y, and how many tickets did we sell? We sold 450, right? And now student tickets cost $4, so that's going to be 4 times X, $4 for every X student tickets that we sell, plus general admission tickets cost $6, so that's 6 times y. And how much did we sell? We sold $2,340 worth. So those are our two equations. So solving this for substitution, let's solve either one of these for x, or either one for x or y here. So let's solve the top one for x. So x plus y equals 450. If we subtract y, we get x equals negative y plus 450, right? So we're going to substitute this in for x in this other equation. 4 times x plus 6y equals 2340. We're subbing in a negative y plus 450. 4 times negative y makes negative 4y. 4 times 450 is 1800. Plus 6y equals 2340. So negative 4y and 6y are going to make 2y. Right? So that's going to make 2y. And we're going to subtract 1800 from both sides. So we get 2y equals, and 2340 minus 1800 is 540. So divide by 2, right? 2y equals 540, divide by 2. So y equals, what's that, 270? So y is 270. So if we sold 270 general admission tickets, then that would be x plus 270, right, I'm using this equation here, equals 450, so we'll subtract 270 from both sides, and we get x equals, what's this, 100 and 180. So x is 180, y is 270, so the solution is 180, 270, and that's 180 student tickets and 270 general admission tickets. B, you sell 2 different types of wrapping paper for your school band fundraiser. One type sold for $6 a roll and the other type sold for $8 a roll. You collected a total of $92 for the 14 rolls sold. Okay, so let's try this. The one that sold for 6 we'll say is x, and the one that sold for 8 we'll say it's y. So this is going to be x plus y, and how many rolls did we sell? We sold 14. So x plus y is 14. And then the other part of it is we sold the x amount for $6, so that's 6x, and the y for $8, so plus 8y, and what did we totally sell was $92 worth. So the same thing, let's solve this for either one, x or y. Let's solve it for x. So x plus y equals 14, so subtract y, x equals negative y plus 14. We're going to substitute this in for x. So 6 times negative y plus 14 plus 8y equals 92. Negative 6y. 6 and 14, well, 6 times 10 is 60. 6 times 4 is 24, so that makes 84. Plus 8y equals 92. So we need to subtract 84 from both sides and combine 6y and 8y, so that makes 2y equals, and 92 minus 84 is 8. So divide by 2, and y equals 4. So if y equals 4, we can substitute that in here. X equals negative y plus 14, sub it in our 4, so x equals negative 4 plus 14, so x must be 10. So that's 10, 4. 10 of the type that sold for $6 and 4 of the type that sold for $8.